চিরদিন তোমার আকাশ, তোমার বাতাস, আমার পানি, বাজে বাজি।
Kachi biryani, may I propose a toast to juice made of amra. সবাই আমরা দিয়ে toast করেন। Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. His Excellency President Emmanuel Macron, esteemed members of the French delegation, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, Assalamu alaikum. A very good evening. Shubho Sandha. Bonsoir, Mr. President. It is my great pleasure and honor to host you at this banquet. I recall your warm hospitality at the Alice Palace in November 2021. I am delighted that you have accepted my invitation to visit Bangladesh. My father of the nation Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman, was greatly inspired by the spirit of the French Revolution. He dedicated his life to promote the values of liberty, equality, and fraternity in his fight for self-determination. This was also reflected in his historic speech of 7th March 1971, when he said, I quote, "Our struggle this time is for our liberation. Our struggle this time is for independence." We admire you, Mr. President, for the many bold reforms you have undertaken in France. We find you to be a breath of fresh air in international politics. France has been our trusted development partner since our independence. I am confident that our bilateral relations can move to strategic engagement for the shared prosperity for all in the Indo-Pacific and beyond. Our partnership can be a meaningful force to address the multiple crises of the world, climate change, and cost of living that our world is facing now. On a lighter note, we have arranged for you to have a taste of our unique Kachi biryani. May I propose a toast to your health with another delicacy of ours, juice made of amra, a popular local fruit. May I invite you to come? I invite you to come and say a few words to our people, and I want to have the toast. সবাই আমরা দিয়ে toast করেন। May Bangladesh friendship, long live Bangladesh friendship.
Thank you very much, Honorable Prime Minister. Your Excellencies, dear friends, I'm most grateful for your warm welcome in Dhaka and for making our visit a great success. And I would also like to thank our friends around the table, be they from Bangladesh or France, who have gathered tonight in the spirit of friendship at the core of our relationship. When I look back at our history, we got closer during the most difficult times, as if, despite the distance, our two peoples share a deep sense of brotherhood. Already in 1757, during the war-known Battle of Plassey, when the East Indian Company was about to build a private empire, the French picked a side and supported the Viceroyalty of Bengal. No offense to our British friends, but I may say we were on the right side of the story. Chirodin Tomar Akash, Tomar Batash, Amar Pani, Baje Baji. I wanted during my trip to pay tribute to this common history that binds us together in adversity. That's why I will be visiting tomorrow a highly symbolic place in the history of the struggle for independence, your father's personal residence, from which he led several movements that led to the country's independence. I think the best way to pay tribute to the martyrs would be to acknowledge the tremendous success of Bangladesh over the years. Bangladesh is progressively retrieving its place on the world stage, crossroads for trade, science, and culture. I want to praise your leadership on this issue, and you can count on France and our full support in order to convince the countries mainly responsible for the emission of greenhouse gases, but also to help you to adapt. France will be again on your side. In a region facing new imperialism, we want to propose a third way, with no intention to bully our partners or to lead them to unsustainable schemes. And as you did during the Liberation War, all our strategy is focused on strengthening the independence and the strategic autonomy of our friends to give them the freedom of sovereignty. And this way, definitely, climate change, a sustainable approach from a geopolitical point of view in this region, is possible because what you did during the past decade is just a unique economic success. And I want to commend you as well for your fight against poverty and your incredible results from an economic point of view.